How does one define happiness? It's something that is sort of different to every person. At the end of the day, as people, we all find comfort in things. And that comfort just evokes a sense of happiness, I guess. I never actually knew just how much something that, at face value, so odd and unimportant, genuinely became important to me. That it's been a part of me, starting with my birth and into my adulthood. It never left. I don't think I want it to. Somehow, I remember being like 2 or 3. See, I used to share a room with my older brother. We had race car beds, it was freaking awesome. We had a large dresser that sort of acted as an entertainment center. In it, we had a small CRTV. I remember my brother was hanging out with my older cousin one day, and I walked into the room and they had in their hands these strange, alien-looking hunks of black plastic, and they're mashing buttons on them, I don't know. I looked up to see it was connected to this bizarre black square, and on the screen, seeing these, what I soon found out to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles beating up some bad guys. I was just watching, taking it all in, and then I found a pile of black squares with drawings on them on the bed. I found out these were things called games. I saw some that looked interesting, but I picked up this one. Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, see, I was like 2 or 3, so I don't know what that word is. But this character, man, as a child, blue was like my favorite color. I gravitated toward anything that was blue. And just seeing this blue, cool-looking character, I don't know. I asked my brother what this was, in typical older brother fashion. Yeah, he mocked me, but graciously snapped the cartridge into the console, handed me the controller, and laughed with my cousin as I struggled to figure out what a start button was. So the screen flashed, a name appeared, and it sung to me. It shouted at me, gave me a theatrical kind of feel, and then, boom. There was that little blue guy, looking right at me, all animated and, I don't know, alive? He was waving his finger and suddenly the game started to play without me. After watching this a few times, I realized, oh wait, I got like 10 seconds to press the start button, or else I'm gonna keep watching what the game is. It's like he's waving his finger at me, practically saying, come on you wingnut, you wanna sit through these videos again, or do you wanna actually play? I could never make it past the wrecking ball. I was at a store called Kohl's with my mom and my brother. We were going clothes shopping. The only thing worse than that was grocery shopping. I was bored out of my mind. So I had to stand close to my mom, but luckily we were in an area where in the distance I could see the toy section. See, back then this store used to sell video games too. Literally anything bright and colorful could grab my attention considering how bored I was. From the corner of my eye, I saw that blue character again. Here I am thinking, wait, I remember that. What is that? It has to be... He has to be. Those spikes, they look so familiar. This was a game called Sonic Mega Collection. I picked the game up and asked my mom if I can get it. Now, I didn't know the value of $1 back then, but maybe that was payday, or maybe the game was just cheap, I don't know, but with no hesitation, my mom just said, sure. So of course, I'm happy. I showed the game to my brother in the store, and I'm like, who is that? And he's like, Sonic the Hedgehog. I have that on the Sega. Sega. See, sometimes in life I wish I had a time machine, to go back to simpler times. I popped that game inside my brother's GameCube and played. I played before school, I played after school. During that summer, I played before going in the pool, and then when I got out of the pool, I'd play. When I was with my friends, I'd show them this cool game that had 5 different games on it. I was so horrible at all of them, but I'd always kind of rip the controller out of their hands, not trying to be rude, but showing them, how to play the game. You don't play it slow, you play it quickly. Then I went to the other screens called menus, and found the screens that showed old Sonic comic books. Look at all this art. Sonic never looked more alive to me. He had so much expression, he was funny, he had a personality. and I'll just spend hours flipping through each slide listening to the music. This music, it made me feel something. I mean, I don't know what it was, but I remember humming it all the time. "2003. I cannot forget the year 2003. You see, I was 6 or something. So much happened that year. First, at an early Christmas party, we all got together and we were unwrapping some awesome gifts. See, I was overwhelmed because I was 6 and I got this little Thomas model train, and his eyes moved when he was on the track. It was freaking awesome. But I look over and I see that my brother is unwrapping a video game. See, he always had the coolest games. I wonder what this is. It's him again! That blue character! Oh, what's his name? Sonic. Sonic, that's Sonic, right? So we all go home that night, too tired to do anything but, fall asleep. But the next morning, while I'm watching Thomas do his thing, my brother walks up to the, cool silver box, the GameCube, and he pops in his new game, and I hear a noise. Whoa, what is that? That sounds interesting. Oh, so this must be that new game he got. Oh, yeah, that's Sonic. Oh, he's 3D. It's like he's real. I don't even know who all these other characters are, but whoa, who is that awesome evil Sonic? What is this? See, now I'm sitting down, completely in a trance, watching what this game is. Okay, a helicopter. Oh, frick, someone just burst out a helicopter. Oh, Sonic did. Holy crap, he's talking. Oh my god, he just jumped off the helicopter. Holy crap, he's using the blade from the helicopter to make a skateboard, and he's gonna go down the street. The music, the voice, the noise. One of my fondest memories is spending an entire year watching my brother try and beat this game. I will never forget during that summer when Sonic turned supersonic. I don't think I can ever forget that. I also can't forget eating. Eating is important. We as humans like to eat. We used to go to McDonald's from time to time, and kids' meals were awesome. I got my food in a little box, searched around to see what my toy was, and hey, wait a minute, that's Sonic! McDonald's has Sonic stuff? Oh my god, cool, it's a little video game! Oh, the summer days I spent sitting outside in the grass with this little McDonald's Sonic toy, just barely being able to see the screen. And then one day, I got to rent a real video game. And oh my god, dude, the options. A SpongeBob video game, a Mario video game, but, oh wow, look at that. It's Sonic again. See, now Sonic is not just familiar, but I recognize him. I see him and I know his name, I know his voice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna rent this one. Oh wow, listen to this song. See, this is music, this sounds cool. Oh, look at Sonic go, he's so freaking fast, Tails is flying, Knuckles is so strong, punching through those rocks. Wow, I have no clue who these other characters are, but oh, wait, that's Shadow. I remember him from that other Sonic game. Sonic Heroes. Winter 2003. I played this for an entire weekend and had to return it. Well, it's Christmas. That means new comfortable clothes, my favorite Christmas shows, waking up early just to scope out how many presents there are. I had no clue what to expect. Maybe I'd get new coloring supplies because I really like drawing, or maybe I'd get a cool new VHS or a DVD or something, I don't know. I unwrap a couple gifts, and then I unwrap more, and no way, is that a toy of Tails? See, within actual nanoseconds, I rip that thing open, I take Tails out of his plastic prison, and I'm spinning his tails around, making it look like he's flying. Oh my god, my very own Tails, my very own little Tails! But then I'm urged to open more presents, and that's fine by me, so I do it, and holy crap, Knuckles, Dr. Eggman! Oh, well, now my heart's racing, because, there's only one more box left, and, who can it be? And I knew who it was. My very own toy of Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm so overwhelmed with happiness. All the cool drawing supplies and clothes I got, it didn't matter in that moment, because there in front of me was a Sonic I could take anywhere with me. Yeah, but see, but Christmas isn't over yet. My grandparents, they all got us presents too, and my grandparents, they always got us food and put it in little baskets, and it was really cute, and then they'd throw in a couple presents too, just because they're awesome. I see a long box wrapped up, and a little gift bag with wrapping, hiding whatever is inside. See, I'm gonna check the gift bag first, because between you and me, I can already see a Thomas coloring book peeping out at the top. I just got some new crayons, so now I can color the trains, and what? Tails? Tails again? A stuffed animal of Tails? He's so soft! He's so small and he looks so happy! What else is in this bag? Knuckles? Amy? Sonic? Sonic stuffed animals? A Sonic I can literally put on my bed next to my pillow? What else? I'm going Sonic crazy. Smaller Sonic toys? What is this font? I was so confused. I went to Toys R Us a lot as a kid and I never saw Sonic anythings. Where was all this coming from? See, my grandparents told me they had to go online and buy these through, import shops. Oh, well, okay, that explains it. That explains this language I can't understand. It's called Japanese, apparently. What a Christmas. I have 2 Sonic games of my very own and a bunch of Sonic toys. This Sonic will go everywhere with me. And the rest is history. As a child, I would play Sonic. I would play with Sonic. I would draw Sonic. I would watch Sonic. I'd go to school with my friends and I would talk about Sonic. I am still friends with those guys to this very day. In elementary school, everyone literally knew me as the boy who can draw Sonic good. That's just how I was known. See, I don't want to imagine that in 2005 this was good, but I guess for being so young, in a school of people who liked nothing other than sports, it was impressive? I don't know. Of course, as I continued to grow, so many things were important to me. It started simple, you know, my friends, family, pets. But then I started to take art more seriously, and I started to develop a mind, an idea of who I wanted to be as a person. As I grew, I began to go on walks a lot during my free time, notice the little tiny details in the world that sometimes people just move too quickly to notice. I started to animate. I started to get into relationships. I passed classes, and I failed classes, made great memories, and lost important people in my life. Some days I was up and ready to take on whatever came my way, and other days I lacked the motivation to get out of bed when I felt things just didn't matter. I graduated high school, borderline failed my first year of college, but then got all A's the second. I found out what truly mattered to me, and I found out what I truly wanted to do for a living. I began to take my finances seriously, I began to travel, began to grow more hobbies, and yet, all the while, Sonic was always there. I'd still be doodling him on a scrap piece of paper in one of my notebooks. I'd come home and see some plastic variation of him on my shelf. To this day, whenever it is a rainy day, I will always remember one day as a child going to an old mall on a rainy day and receiving this giant Sonic toy, and then playing Sonic R as I heard the thunder and rain outside, all the while just looking at that giant Sonic that wasn't too far away. Whenever I want to try new things with animation, I need to draw a character I know by heart, something I can whip up quickly. Sonic is always my test subject. He's always on my phone when I'm taking long bus rides. He's always in my car as an air freshener. He's always in my Game Gear when I have nothing to do at my college campus. He's always on my bed and he's always on my shelf. Whenever I'm happy and with my friends, I'll always see what new games they're playing, but Sonic's always an option. Whenever I'm miserable or upset or lack the strength to get back up, he's always in some corner of my room, smiling. And I think about it, you know, like, all his video games, you know, if he can go through so many things, you know, hit rock bottom like freaking 20 times, but still have it in him to keep running, well, why can't I? How does one define happiness? It's something that is sort of different to every person. At the end of the day, as people, we all find comfort in things. And that comfort just evokes a sense of happiness, I guess. Throughout my life, I've had a wonderful ride, but I've also faced many hardships, just as every human does in their life. Sometimes, when faced with certain hardships, people just like having things to fall back on. Things that just make them happy. I have a lot of those things. Those things inspire me to keep going. You know, I've got it all. I've got a supportive family, I have hilarious and wonderful friends, I have an inspiring girlfriend, I have my animations as a hobby, and sometimes, you know, when it's just me, a computer screen, a shelf, and a controller, I have Sonic. So, thanks.